Smartling's REST API empowers developers with hundreds of endpoints and endless customization, allowing them to seamlessly scale translation management for any application. Let's dive in. Let's start with a real-time translation scenario. This is commonly used for chat, customer support, and many more scenarios where translations are needed immediately. For this use case, Smartling has Machine Translation Hub APIs for both string translation and file translation. Also available is a language detection API for locale detection on the input string. We can see here how this works. Sending a sample string of the input text to the endpoint results in the response showing the identified language. This can then be used for the source or target locale when making future requests. Sending strings to the MT API requires both a source and target locale code being set, and the string, or array of strings, as part of the body request. As you can see, the response is fast. The translations being returned are of the highest quality. Leveraging the Smartling machine translation configuration, which include terminology and formality. Now let's check out a file scenario. Smartling has translation workflow APIs where you can send any of the supported file types and initiate translation jobs. When posting files, you can also set callbacks on the file and any additional metadata such as namespace if needed. You'll get an immediate success response when the file upload is complete. You can now create a new job where you have the opportunity to set target languages. Additionally, you can include any extra metadata, allowing you to customize as needed. After you've successfully created the job, the next step is to add the file to the job. This process is quite straightforward. Once added, the last step is authorizing the job to proceed with translation. You can do this directly from the API, but for this demo, let's see what that process looks like from within Smartling. Smartling analyzes the job content to give you an instant cost estimate, allowing you to make informed decisions. Only new or changed content is placed into the job, which means there is no duplication of translation effort. As I mentioned, you can start this job from the API, or you can manually approve the job and select your desired workflow. Changing workflows will impact the cost estimate as well as due date. Once you're satisfied with the estimate, you can authorize the job. When translations are completed, you will be notified via email and all callbacks will be sent. If you want to be more involved in the process, you can open the translation tool and see what the translators see. A style guide is shown that helps the translators understand more about the project, content, tone of voice, and any linguistic conventions that should be followed. Visual context can be shown to allow the translator to see how the translations will be displayed. Any glossary terms are clearly shown as well as translation memory matches. Quality assurance checks are shown in real time, allowing the translators to raise issues or address the problem before moving forward. All of these aspects come together to allow the translator to provide a high-quality translation on the first attempt. When translations are completed, you'll be able to see the progress of the translation jobs directly within the dashboard. At this point, all of the registered callbacks are sent. So let's take a look on the other end and see what that looks like. In addition to the status in the dashboard, Smartling APIs allow you to see job progress directly from this end as well. Lastly, using the callbacks, you can retrieve your files and start putting them to use. So there you have it. That was just a small example of how Smartling's robust APIs empower your team with hundreds of endpoints and endless possibilities. Ready to take your business to the next level? Visit us at smartling.com to learn more.